get people to understand how words affect your thinking as opposed to just helping you to communicate. Because if you think in words, if you don't have the words, you can't see what you're looking at.
Well, first of all, anytime somebody uses a word that you don't use yourself, or you don't really know what they're talking about, ask what they mean. There's a lot of words that really don't have, like I pointed out some, like the word justice and whatnot, they don't have meanings. Even when you look in the dictionary, you really can't get a firm grasp on what you're looking at, because there are words that are just calling words, but they're not really describing nothing. Okay? So just like I did with the semite thing, and, you know, Harry Allen, who is the publicist for Public Enemy, he came up to me and asked me, he said, "How did you do that?" And I said, "I didn't do anything, I just asked a question. I asked, what is a semite? And if there's one here in this room, please stand up, identify yourself as a semite, and then explain what a semite is, so that everybody will know. And this is how you do it. Always just get in the habit of asking people, on the job and everything. You know, people throw words at you, all right? And right now you hear a whole lot of words that are being used in the news. War on terrorism. Makes no sense at all.
War on drugs. War.
Yeah, but war on terrorism. Stop and think about that. Now, what is war and what is terrorism? And
both are terrorism.
Yeah, huh?
Both are terrorism. War,
well,
terrorism.
no, but see, that's the key. Don't try to find out yourself when a person. If I stood here and used that, if I say, well, we're going to have a war on terrorism. Say if you're at a book signing or something like that, where they use a lot of these words. You ask the person who is using the term to explain it. Don't you try to. Because, see, that's where they get you. People who are trying to be evasive, they'll get you to try to explain what you think it is. And then they'll start explaining what they think that you think and that they think, and you all thinking together that this might be. Like you're working through it together. Don't let them get away with that. Once they make the statement, they have to explain it. And you don't give them nothing. You don't say, is that? You don't even lead into it. You don't answer, does that mean such and such a thing? Or does it mean such and such a thing? Or does it mean... Don't do that. Just say, look, you just said war on terrorism. Will you please explain what a war on terrorism is? And just wait. Don't say nothing else. And watch them get frustrated. You know, because that's what's going to happen. There's some people in this room, one or two people and whatnot, who run experiments on these word things. I do it all the time, every chance I get. And I notice everybody goes silent, you know. The speaker, you know, the person who's supposed to be telling you, you know. So that's the way that works. That's all it is. You can start doing that. That's the easiest way to go about doing it. Just start working by just simply saying, now wait a minute. I got some idea about what that means, but I'm not sure. So you just hold up your hand and say, what does that mean? That you just said. And you'd be surprised at the number of people cannot explain what they mean when they say what they say. Really. And I mean, there are tons of these things going on right now. And they're real important because people are dying about this stuff. All right? All kind of legislation and whatnot is being made. And people are just going along like everybody knows what everybody else is saying. You know? But the people who started saying it is not explaining it. Okay? And, you know, every time I've done it, I've had that kind of response. Usually silence. Or usually somebody just saying, well, we don't have time to talk about it right now. It's kind of complicated. You know, we'll talk about it some other time. I mean, you know, something like that. Right.